Hey y'all, I am going to cook for you my cornbread with cracklins in it, and so we will just get started. You might hear some bubbling in the background. I'm cooking some more things. So this is my small cast iron pan, and I'm using the small one because my husband does not care that much for cornbread, so I will probably eat what I want today, and then I'll freeze it in pieces, and it heats real well. So that's what's going on. So I have panned it. Then to give it some even more of a bacon flavor, I'm going to put about that much, which is, I'd say, a really good teaspoon full of bacon grease. And you put that in your oven and let it be melting. So that's what I'm going to do. So now we'll get started on the recipe, and it's very simple, very fast. So take 2 eggs and put those in your bowl. And then just beat those around a little bit and get the yellows all mixed up with the whites. That's good. And because that's a small pan I'm using, I'm only going to use, this is a nice big full 1 cup of cornmeal mix. This has buttermilk in the cornmeal mix, and that's what I'll be using. And to that, I'm going to add, let me put this first, about a 1/2 cup of sugar, because we know that I cannot cook without sugar. And then milk. And the way, okay, what I want to say is, if you're just going to make cornbread without cracklins, this is how I do it to this point, except I don't put that much milk. I just put enough milk to make a nice, like a medium consistency mixture. Kind of like maybe a little thinner than a pudding. But you see, I put more milk in this because we're going to put cracklings, and cracklings are like dehydrated, and you want them to absorb the liquid, because if you don't, you're going to have really dry cornbread, which is really not good. So I showed these on my haul, and it says they're fried out pork fat with attached skin. And I'm sure that sounds gross, but they taste a lot like pork rinds, and if that still sounds gross, they're really not bad. They're wonderful in cornbread. I wouldn't just eat them plain, personally, but they're wonderful in cornbread. So I'm going to get, if you make this, put however many you want. I'm going to put just a little bit more. I'm going to put, if you can see, that much. That's how much I'm going to put. And I'm going to let them absorb that liquid for just a minute. The first time I ever made these, I didn't think about the pork rinds absorbing all the liquid, and my cornbread was so dry. It was just not good. So now this will absorb more as it cooks, and it'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and take my pan out, because the grease should be melted, and I'm going to set it right there. And it is melted. So I'm going to pour my mixture into it. And if you get that hot, a lot of times it'll make a nice little crust on there for you. So, let me spread those around just a little bit. I'm going to stick it in the oven, 400 degrees, in a preheated oven. And it should be done, the size of it and all, it should be done in probably 30 to 40 minutes. But I'll let you know when I come back. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, everything is done, and I'm going to plate up all 3 dishes I've made for this little series that I have made 3 videos for the 3 things I made for supper tonight. So, all 3 videos will have the same ending, and you'll get to see all the 3 dishes, and then if you like what you see, you can go to the other videos and get those recipes. And the first thing, when I don't have much space, it's hard to show you, but here are the greens. And they turned out wonderfully. The broth is just as good as it gets. Turnips are tender. I'm putting it in my Thomas the Train bowl. And so there are the greens. I'll be back to those in just a minute. Now I'm going to scoop this back. Sorry for all this scooting around and stuff, but I just do the best I can do. Here is the cornbread. You can see the cracklins in it. And I'm going to go across. It's hard to cut something round with something square, but here is the cornbread. If you see white in it, that's the sour cream. And there's that. And then I want to bring over the corn pudding casserole dish. And it has sat for a little while waiting on my other food to cook. It's very firm but soft. So there it is. You see it came out clean. The piece I cut came out clean there. Here it is. And so I'm going to show you, I'm going to try to show you on the plate here. You really need the greens in a bowl, because with the broth and everything, it gets mixed into everything. But the way I eat it is I'll take the cornbread and I'll cut it in half, and then I'll take the butter and I'll cut a couple pieces, not too thick because it's already unhealthy enough, but I'll stick those in. And this cornbread is very tender. Then In the greens, I'll take the vinegar and put a little bit, not too much. Different people like different amounts, but I get heartburn if I eat too much vinegar. And then on the corn pudding, I put just a little salt and pepper. And so that's it. So here it is all together. The corn pudding casserole, the crackling cornbread, and the greens. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and you watched the other two. And I hope that you make some of this, and I hope you enjoy it. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you for watching. It means so much to me. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.